Pretty Isn't Pretty by Olivia Rodrigo is a song I'm talking you through in this drum tutorial. Before I crack on with this video though, if you could like and subscribe, that would help me out tremendously. And if you also want the full notated sheet music, I'll leave a link also in the description below. So I'm going to play through the main sections up to speed so you can see and hear exactly what's going on, and then I'll break them down one bar at a time. We've got an 8-bar intro to begin before verse 1. Have a listen to this intro. Goes like this. Okay. So really the first 2 bars of this intro is the main groove of this track basically. We've got lots of little kind of fills and extra little bits dotted around, but these 2 bars are the main 2 bars. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time on these 2 bars, and then we can move a little bit quicker through the rest of the track as soon as you've got these first 2 bars. So we've got 8 notes on the hi-hat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And snare drum is on the backbeat, the 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And the first bar with the kick, we are going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we've got that kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick. Everything together again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the second bar, we've still got 8 notes. Snare is still on the 2 and the 4, but we don't have a kick on beat 1. In fact, the kicks are different. The kicks are going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so we do have the 3 and still, but we don't have the very last kick. At the end, instead of that kick on the and of the 4, we have an open hi-hat. So the whole bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So this is a little bit tricky. First thing, no kick on beat 1. That might be a bit weird for some of you. And the second thing, that open hi-hat on the and of the 4. Let's do the first half of the bar. We're going to go like this. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and again 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and. Now let's do the second half of the bar. We're going to go 3 and 4 and again go 3 and 4 and. Now, in regards to the open hi-hat, you may want to go from beat 4 on the snare drum. You may want to go 4 and 1. You want to let that cymbal, the hi-hat, sizzle, and then close it and hit the hi-hat on beat 1 of the next bar. So you'd go 4 and 1, 4 and 1. Let's do the 2 bars. In fact, let's go through the whole of the top line, because it does repeat these 2 bars. So all of the top line, these 2 bars. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 open, third bar and 2 and 3 and 4 and last bar and 2 and 3 and 4 and repeat back to the beginning. 2, 3 and 4 and second bar 1 and 2, 3 and 4 open, 1 and 2 and 3 and skip to the last line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we have this subtle little drum fill just for one beat, which is beat 4, going into verse 1. So that very, very last bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you got lost regards to the notation, you basically do the whole of the top line. Then you've got 2 dots at the end. That means repeat back to the beginning. And then when you get to the bar with the 1 above it, which is bar 4, you skip it and go straight to the second time bar, which is on line 2. So that second time bar again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. then you're into verse 1. Now I'm not going to play verse 1 because verse 1 is basically everything we've covered so far. I will go through verse 2 in a moment because verse 2 basically covers verse 1 and it's got a little extra bit at the end of verse 2. So I'm going to skip and go to the chorus. Have a listen to the chorus first of all. Goes like this. Okay, so the first 4 bars that repeat themselves, we're pretty much done already, but we'll go through it anyway. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and second bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and line 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and first time bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and back to the very beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and line 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now we're going to skip to the second time bar. So line 3 of line 2, it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and another little drum fill on beat 4 here, hand to hand on the snare, right, left, right. That second time bar again, then carry on, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and crash cymbal. Here we go, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar, 3 and 4 and third bar and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and last line, 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and second bar, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 E and another little drum fill on beat 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and now we go into verse 2. Now I mentioned earlier about skipping verse 1. I didn't want to do verse 1 because it is basically the same as what we've already done. Verse 2, however, covers all of verse 1. The first half's exactly the same pretty much, and then the second part it completely changes. So have a listen to verse 2. It goes like this. So the first half of this we've already done, but we'll go through it anyway. First bar, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and line 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar of line 2, 3 and 4, first time bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, beginning, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second line, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, second time bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so this second time bar, the bar with the 2 above it, goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so that 4, we've got an open hi-hat and snare, 4 and right left on the snare, and that goes into the next line, pretty much the same as what we've already done, starting with the crash, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and second tie bar, 2 and a 3 and 4, third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now this bar's different. We've got a double snare, 1 and 2 and kick, snare, open, kick, and then the very last line it goes into a completely different groove. Hi-hat's playing eighth notes, 2 and 3 and 4, but the snare's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's just try that. Let's just do the hi-hat first of all, and then we'll bring the snare in. Here we go with the snare, 2, 3 and 4 and snare, 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 snare. Okay, so the first bar, got a crash actually on beat 1. It goes 1 and 2 and 3, kick, 4, kick. Second bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then the third bar's the same but with a slightly open hi-hat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the very last bar goes 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And that is verse 2. I now want to go to the bridge because everything else is exactly the same as what we've already covered. I want to do 2 bars before the bridge because we've got this little drum fill on the snare drum. It's a little bit tricky, but have a listen to this 2-bar like drum fill if you like. Going into the bridge goes like this. Okay, so we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and. This is a bit weird. 1 and 2 and right, right, left, right, right. Very right hand dominated there. The little drum fill before the bridge goes 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. Then the bridge goes to that driving groove that we talked about at the end of verse 2. We're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4E and. That 4E and, I'm playing the snare there as well. I don't really think you need that snare, but you're not gonna, it won't make any difference at all. You could just go snare, snare, hi tom. Then back into the groove. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and crash and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and into the outro, which is exactly the same as what we've already covered. So there's quite a lot going on here with this track. The main grooves for this song are the first 2 bars of the very whole piece, the first 2 bars that we looked at. So once you've got them 2 bars, the rest of it you can just build up and add on as of when you are ready. So let me know how you got on, let me know what you're listening to, let me know what you want to see and hear possibly on this channel next time. Don't forget, full notated sheet music, links in the description. Until next time, see you then.